You know what I think my favorite my favorite part?
What's your favorite part?
Well, yeah, don't bleep that out. That's too funny. My favorite part about this chair, honest to goodness, is that I have a mother who's over 80 years old and hates things that look therapeutic. She wants them to look like real every day. She loves all the extra features, but she's like, I don't want a chair to look like a hospital chair. This looks every day like a beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous, comfy chair. It is loaded with features. It's got 10 different modes, built-in heat, built-in massage, 3 levels of recline, built-in recliner pocket for your glasses, your remote control, and all that stuff. It comes in the most fabulous colors, but one of the greatest things of all time, especially for somebody like my mom who uses a walker wherever she goes and has a hard time getting up and down, it will lift you out of the chair. I know what you're saying. Normally, these chairs are like $1,000, right? We made it affordable because we were able to buy enough of these to keep the price down at only $419.95. If you don't get one of these for your mom or for yourself right now, you're crazy, because this offer will end at midnight. Price goes back up 80 bucks if we have any left, which I don't think we will. Get it while you can. We're gonna ship it for free. Now, let me remind you that, again, that there is no such thing as free shipping. We do not own those trucks that will drop this off. We have to pay those people. It costs how much? $75 to ship this. We'll absorb that cost. You can break up the payments to $83.99. Wonderful way to be able to afford this. We love it. Let me go through the quick features, and Alexandra's gonna tell you everything about it. We'll go through colors. So there are 3 separate positions that you can utilize. There is a remote control that comes with this that operates all the functions, up or down, heat and massage, all that great stuff, the therapeutic levels and values of this. There are different intensities because certain folks, depending on, you know, what your ailment might be and how you wanna have that therapy, how old you are and how much you can handle, you can verify, or you can vary that intensity. You have targeted massage, so you have issues with your back. What about your legs? What about your thighs? It will get to all of that. Can we show the remote control? Because this thing is killer. Now, it's attached to the chair, which I love. You won't lose it. And I'm gonna make fun of my mom right now because she loses the TV remote all the time. So you'll never lose that. Sorry, Mom. You'll have it by your side because it's built in. Plus, you never have to worry about replacing batteries and all the rest of that crud. It's always with you. It'll moderate everything inside. So the vibration, the massage, the different modes that it goes through, up and down, all that stuff. You will absolutely love it. The lovely Alexandra Baker, who is here with me today. Look at her in the recline position. She is loving this. Do you know you started the day with about 4,000? You have 2,000 left. You've only been on a couple times. So red sold out.
Yes.
Why don't we go through, I'll let Alexandra take you through the colors. Oh, and the last thing I'll say, if you don't want to put all the money down at once and you have an HSN credit card, we have VIP financing. You know what that means? That means $46.66 spread over 9 months instead of 5 or 6 months. That brings your payment down under $50. You'll have it paid off by the end of the year, and you can enjoy it all through the holidays. You can enjoy it right now. Get it home before they sell out. Welcome, my dear. It's good to see you.
Good morning. How are you, Guy?
I'm great because you let me start my day with sitting in a chair.
I couldn't help but notice how comfortable you looked sitting in the chair, and you are 6 foot.
I am 6'3" and I weigh 230 pounds.
Okay, so you know the weight capacity on here is 300 pounds. But thank you, good morning, and thank you for joining us. And yes, I wanted you to see I was fully reclined because this will become your favorite chair, and you can live in this chair and you can sleep in this chair. And you know, let's get right to it. What is a lift chair? A lift chair is a recliner. It looks like a beautiful piece of furniture.
Right.
It's a lovely, well-crafted recliner that you would have in your home. Sure. However, it has the lift, which is a helping hand, and it also has the therapeutic qualities, the massage, as well as the heat in the lower lumbar.
Right.
Now we have some gorgeous, luscious colors. While they're still available, let's go through the colors.
Go ahead.
This is the mocha. They are. This is our lightest shade right here. It looks like beige, but it is called mocha. Then we have the black. We have a beautiful blue. This is like a steel blue.
Yeah.
Then we have the smoke gray, very much like a charcoal if you're adding grays to your home. And then what seems to be the runaway hit lately is the brown. And our brown is like a cocoa powder brown.
It's the most popular. I will tell you right off the bat, if you want this color, right here, it's kind of just a real beautiful blue. Like you said, a steel blue, sort of a deep, deep blue.
Yeah.
We only have 75 of those left. So that's gonna be the first to sell out. And they're gonna go quick. I wouldn't wait till later in the day. If you like a color now, I would go ahead and get it. If you need to call somebody, husband, family, whatever, to make sure it's okay, the purchase, I would do that quickly so you don't get left out. What I love, again, and I'll reemphasize what I said before, Alexandra, is that like my mom really doesn't, like getting her to wear her 911 pendant was a real struggle because she's like, I'm like, Mom, put it underneath, you know? As long as, because she's like, I don't want to, you know, tell the world that I have these issues. I'm like, no, and I understand that. You know, we have our HD hearing amplifier coming up after this, and that's another thing. You can't see it. It just helps you.
It does help you. Well, often you want to be self-reliant. You want your independence. So this is a helping hand. It helps you to be independent, especially for our loved ones who need that extra care and attention. But, you know, they want to maintain their independence. I completely understand. But if you're bringing this chair, if you're bringing a chair into your home, why not a chair like this?
Yeah.
First of all, decoratively, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's cushioned. This is a very thick poly foam that you're absolutely sitting on. This handles your weight. On the back, you've got the polyfill, so it's nice and velvety. Now, it is covered in the microfiber. So we know about the microfiber, the moisture wicking qualities. So, right?
I mean, and now listen, I have an old back
Very
injury, and sometimes
gentle.
it's hard to get up and down. So
really?
this gets you all the way up. Look where I am now, where that's all I have to do.
That's
versus having to try to get all the way up, and I'll put it back down, which having to do that by yourself. And you know, if you have to do that over and over and over again, that's a real rough thing.
That's the wear and tear.
Yeah.
I had back surgery 4 years ago. It was uneventful in terms of how it happened. It was uneventful.
Awesome.
It was just years and years of wear and tear, of picking up things that were too heavy, getting up and out of chairs incorrectly, in and out of bed incorrectly. And so it's very important. No matter the age, everyone could benefit from having a beautiful sitting chair like this in their home. This is your theater chair. This is your Sunday game day chair.
Oh my gosh.
And you can see how
easy.
easy.
You buy two?
Well, a his and hers.
Yeah.
Definitely a his and hers. And so now you can see how simple this is to use. And it's all with the remote control. Now the remote control can be housed in the side pocket. You've got a side pocket right here. You can keep your book, your readers, your glasses, a little bottle of water, whatever you want.
I love that little,
as you mentioned,
extra things.
The little extras. I love the little pocket.
Where are my glasses? Where anybody see that remote control? Right?
Exactly.
My poor mom. I'm like, that's just, they have like 7 remote controls. I believe they just keep buying them and they keep finding.
I believe you. I believe you. My mom has the same issues.
know. Bless
She's
her heart.
75. You know, Dad went to the Lord 5 years ago, so she's widowed, and some of those issues.
See, that's a big deal too,
It is
because
a big
a lot of our friends out there have lost a loved one and they're on their own, and they feel even more vulnerable to things like that. It's like when you think about, and it's little things like, oh, did you just put the massage on?
Yes, I did.
Who is better than you? But it's the little things, right? That, you know, something falling on the floor and you can't pick it up, right? Getting in a chair, the basic things of life and not being able to get yourself out of that chair is awful. And it's one of the biggest issues I had. You know, when my mom and John, my dad passed many years ago, but my mom got remarried, and John, you know, has issues too with his back. My mom is on a walker, so one of the biggest things we did, my brother and I, were like, we have to get them these chairs, lift chairs. We spent for the 2 like $2,400.
It can be expensive.
For 2, they were expensive and crazy, and they didn't have massage.
They didn't have the heat. They didn't have massage.
No.
When I was learning that often the lift chairs do not have heat, do not have massage.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought, well, you know, the lift chair is important, but I would definitely want those therapeutic qualities.
Yeah.
And so I want you to see on the side of the chair, you can see the size is just right. It's not too big. It's not too small. You can see Guy comfortably sitting 31 inches across, 40.5 inches tall, and then 36 inches in depth.
You know, Alexandria, that's a really, I'm just jumping on there really quick. That's a really good point, because some of the chairs out there are huge.
They are
And they are, you will never fit them in an apartment. They're giant. We had the issue.
Or in the corner of your room, you know, near your bed.
Yeah, you want something, and you can actually look behind Alexandra right there. You can see the actual degree of how this helps you. It makes all the difference, because the hardest part about getting out of the chair, the sofa, is that first 1.5 feet, right? Getting yourself up off the ground. You know, as we get older, as seniors age, you know, you lose the strength in your legs. You know, the larger muscle groups is where you start to lose your strength. And so this really, gives you so much help.
And remember, you have 10 different modes.
Well, show
so you have 10
that.
different levels of intensity. So if you want the most gentle massage and very, very light, you can enjoy that on you know, mode number 1 all the way through mode 10. And then the other modes are the areas that you can focus on. I don't know about you, but having that heat located in the lumbar is important. But if I just had knee surgery, I'm not really looking for the vibration or the massage to be occurring, you know, in the leg part. So I can have the massage only on my hips, on my back, on my upper back. This is a wonderful way to be able to have control. Now remember, the heat is only located in the lumbar, and when I say heat, I'm talking about soothing, comforting, alleviating. You know, this is pampering warmth. Think of going to a masseuse at a spa and you slide onto that massage table.
Oh, yeah.
And it's warm, never hot, you're not perspiring. However, if you choose to turn off the heat, you just touch the button and the heat is off. So you really are in control.
I have this big smile on my face. This is so comfortable. You know what? It's shocking me because I did not know this until you turned that on. I knew it had massage. I didn't know it did legs. I didn't know it did legs. So this is massaging my calves in addition. And I know a lot of you out there, a lot of folks, and it doesn't just have to be seniors, it can be anybody that's had an injury or whatever. You need to elevate your feet at the end. My mother has that issue. You know, I'm sorry I'm picking on Mom all day, but that's just because I love her.
We're both going to be talking about our moms.
She doesn't mind. Mom's cool with it. But she gets the ankles, the swelling in the ankles, right? What do they call that? Edema or whatever? I don't know what it's called. But anyway.
Edema, yeah, that's when you're you're swelling.
And it's very uncomfortable. And so her doctor said, elevate your feet. What's wonderful about this is, and I will elevate my feet while we're doing this, is that you can elevate your feet at the same time you're getting the massage, and I'll let it just kind of, you'll see it'll slowly just raise my foot off the ground. So you're getting the best of all worlds. I can read on here exactly what's going on, so I know my intensity level. There goes my feet up in the air.
You see that?
Oh, now the back's going back.
And the best part,
dude, this
Guy,
is
I feel like when you are then coming again forward. Now, I've been in many recliners. When I'm in my in-laws, John and Maria, they know, you know, the little lever, the little switch is right there. However, when I'm almost completely up, I have to use some effort to push down the lower part of the recliner. It's the only way that it goes back in, right?
Yeah.
Not here. With your power lift recliner, this is all done automatically, softly, gently, quietly.
And now watch, here it goes. I just wanted to, what it does is it cycles right through. So the leg rest goes down, and now if you watch my head versus the background, you can see how I'm raising up.
6'3" in this chair, very comfortable.
You don't have to be a senior to enjoy this. You can be any age. I mean, it just doesn't do you any good. Getting up and out of a chair is not any kind of really.
It's not good for your back.
That just is so easy.
It's so easy.
Wow.
And you can't put a price on the peace of mind. Both of us with our moms, it is so important to have that peace of mind. And I can remember Dad, towards the end, he was a little wobbly, okay? You're just not as sure-footed. And so to have the peace of mind that we're going to prevent possibly falling or being able to just run to the grocery store. And here's the other thing, Guy, you know, if you have to help your mom and you're a tall man and you're a large man, you can do that. But if I had to help my dad get in and out of a chair, I could really hurt my own back. And so this is going to be a helper to you as well.
Biggest issue we had with my mom and John, and we still have it to this day, but I'll tell you, minimally, in fact, I can't remember the last time either one of them fell. But that was the issue. That's why we sold their house, because the house it just had there were too many areas where they could get into trouble. One day my poor mom fell in the closet. John tried to go help her. He wound up falling in. They were both in the closet, and they had to call 911 to get him help. But the point is, it's, if you ask my mom, what has been the biggest help to you, you know, in these times when you started going through all this stuff, and she'll say, the day you bought us those chairs, because for them to get out of a regular chair, I don't have one here. Well, we won't elevate this. Can you hold that for me?
Sure.
This is what my mom would have to do. She'd have to have the walker here. She'd have to position the walker in front. All right, and if I'm not there, and John can't help her any longer because he's a fall risk as well. She has to go from this 90-degree position and use her body to do all that. The difference between this
And the lower back right there.
It's day and night. And so my mom was like, oh my gosh, I got to get one of these. So let me quickly, because I know Alexandra has a ton of things to show you.
We're going to move to another side.
$419 is the price. If you want to get it on VIP financing, which I suggest you do, you'll say, what do I need? You need an HSN credit card. Get one. It doesn't cost you anything. It's something we provide. You have to go through a little bit of approval, to make sure you're a good person, which I know you all are. And once you're approved, you're going to get $10 off your first purchase, so you can take another $10 off the today's special, make it $409, and then you spread the payments out over 9 months instead of the traditional 5 that we have. So instead of $83, it's $46. It's such a thank you, Alexander. It's such a good deal. Hey, listen, we are getting close, dangerously close to being at 10 minutes. If you're interested at all, get on your TV, get on your remote, do whatever you got to do. Go to your computer, I don't care, your tablet, and order this chair. I don't know if we'll ever do another one this year. I never know this, because of, we have to order these things. Is that it? Yeah, it was. I've never seen one. I've been here. Paul, you've been here 19 years. I started here about the same time ago. Back in the 90s, I was here, like 99. So, I don't remember ever having a lifting chair. I don't remember doing it before.
They are popular now.
Yeah.
The fact, this was an exclusive buy. This is an exclusive opportunity for HSN. This configuration, this style, this chair is exclusive to HSN.
Yeah.
Now, it is manufactured by a wonderful furniture manufacturer called eBello. eBello Home has made this exclusive for HSN. But yes, it was an opportunity buy. Yeah. So we were only able to bring in so many, and that's why our quantities are limited.
Look at this color. Isn't this a pretty color?
This is the mocha. So if you're home, if you're doing, well, what you're seeing on your screen now is the blue. Right now, are you looking at the blue? Where are you? Right, where
I think that's the dark brown.
That might be the dark brown.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the mocha.
Okay, that's the mocha.
So here's that.
This is the mocha right here.
Yeah.
And this is the lightest color. So if you're adding lighter colors to your home, if you're working with grays, this works lovely with the gray. The padding, this is that microfill, that polyfill that is inside that is so wonderful. And then what's so great, you are able to sit down, you can recline. This is where, the remote control is right there. It doesn't you don't even have to turn it on, by the way. You can turn it on for the modes and the massage and the heat, but up and down very easily. You just push the button. And now all of those years of wear and tear on your lower back are taken care of. Now, this is a beautifully constructed piece of furniture. So the frame is wood, but the base, the power lift, is on a metal stand.
I'm telling you, it looks nothing like any kind of a therapeutic chair when you look at it. Like if somebody was to walk into a room, and this was my mom's big deal, because the ones she bought, I think the reason they were so expensive, first of all, they were all leather. Actually, I don't even know if they're real leather, but anyway, they're made to look like furniture grade. I mean, that takes money to do that. You can get an industrial chair that'll lift you up and down, and it's terrible, and people walk in and you're like, oh my gosh, this poor person has to use this chair. This chair looks like a beautiful chair. It just looks like an average, gorgeous.
Not
average, you know what I mean? But I mean,
elegant,
if you walk in a room,
and beautiful chair.
Yeah, if you walk in a room, you understand my point, though. You walk in, you're not going to be like, oh, that's a therapy chair. You're going to walk in, and you're going to be like, there's another beautiful piece of furniture. That's exactly what you will think. The finish on it is a brushed finish, so easy to maintain, easy to take care of. It doesn't weigh 200 pounds. In fact, I think it only weighs about 90 pounds, so you can move it around from place to place. You won't need to once you set it up, and if you're a senior, don't move it yourself. Get somebody to help you. We'll deliver it to you, and they'll put it where you want. But if you need to move it once you're there, get one of your kids or somebody to help you to do that. But like I said, set it where you want it. What's the weight limit on it? I was curious.
The weight limit is 300 pounds.
Okay. All right. So for most people out there, right? That should be good.
That should be good, right? That works for most. But yeah, you can see, where'd I go? I just
fell off the rug.
I fell off the rug. I gave you a little bit of a heart attack.
There's a lip on the back of the rug. You're okay.
Also, I want to remind you, speaking of falling off the rug, if you are going to put this near the wall, make sure that you have this 40 inches from the wall. You want to have this 40 inches from the wall so that you can fully recline. If you are thinking about where in your home you're going to place this, even in the living room or the family room, I just love that side pocket so that you lose the remote control. If you're going to put this in the living room or somewhere larger, it's just the right size that if you wanted to bring home a his and hers, you could do that.
All right, I just walked over this. I love this color. I mean, I'm in the. This is the gray, correct? Yeah, this gray. You know, I don't know why I'm sold on smoke gray. I've got sheets this color, all that stuff. I just love it. But if you're looking for something that's more on the neutral side and you want to go one of the darker colors like this, this is the gray. We have it in that kind of a denim-y blue. We also have it.
I'll go through.
If you want blue, we'll go through the colors in a sec. But let me show everybody the features we love about it. So, and the reason, like I said, that I was talking about this is because of my mom. One of the first things we got them when they went into their own apartment, they had to leave their house because they were falling, and it was a difficult, you know, area, rugs, furniture, it was all over. We were able to set up the apartment so that it was more comfortable for them. But one of the biggest things we did was get in their lift chairs. Their lift chairs were over $1,000 each. I'm so, you know what, because I'm like, really? This comes out? We bought them about a year ago, so probably wouldn't have been, we would have couldn't have waited that long, but I would have gotten these in a second. To get 2 chairs for less than $1,000 that have this much technology, because although they just look like an average chair and you would never know that it was a therapeutic chair, it's got built-in heat, it's got built-in massage, it's got several different modes, it's got different levels of the massage, and it'll go, and not only that, the massage goes from the top of your back down through your legs. They built it into the reclining section of the leg area as well. So you get that full massage. Look at how beautiful that chair is. You would never in a million years know that it was also a chair that was gonna help you get up. Because the beauty of this chair is that if somebody knocks at the door, if you need to get up and get something to eat or drink, if you gotta let the dog out, you don't need to have this, 20-minute operation of pulling something over, grabbing a cane, lifting yourself. I mentioned earlier, for my mom, she's got to situate the walker, lock the walker, and then she's got to lift herself from this position up to that position when all that she really needs to do is hit the button and watch what happens. And watch over, it takes about 10 seconds. I'm willing to wait. way willing to wait. And watch as I am getting taller, and you can see it's pushing me forward. It's pushing me into this position. And then I've got about 8 or 10 inches to get up rather than 2 to 3 feet to get up.
And the most important part for that lower back, you're not straining your lower back. So that's very important. But we're all finding out now that it's wise to add these to our home now so that, long term, we're not doing that wear and tear. And one of the problems that I still kind of have, we're gonna go through the colors, is the mocha and the black. The black is beautiful, very, very rich. I love how this almost looks like suede. We have the blue, but I believe that is definitely the most limited. We have the smoke gray, and we have the brown, which has been so popular because it looks just like cocoa powder. And it's microfiber. It's got a polyfill. It's a very foam, dense base with the springs that are underneath that are all covered with that polyfoam film. And then, of course, that it's so easy to clean because of that microfiber wood frame and metal base.
Last call on this blue. Paul, how many left in the blue? Paul's checking for me right now.
Sometimes.
All right, so there's about 30 left in this color that's on my hand, and the one that's over there. So this will be the first one to go. I love this sort of a deep slate gray. I think that's a great color too. You can't go wrong with anything. They're all pretty neutral, and will go with most. I would think most things.
Of course, if you're skewing a little bit lighter, you could do the gray and you could do the mocha. If you like something darker, then definitely the black or the brown.
All right. Don't fall asleep now. Look, she's drifting off.
Look at Madge, how lovely.
Madge is drifting off and enjoying it. I love because Madge is about average size for
petite,
for this chair. She's a little on the petite side, but you see she's got at least 4 or 5 inches on either side of her hips, so plenty of room in here. This chair was designed with both men and women, so you both look great in it, and you're both going to feel comfortable in it. And boy, when you get home at the end of the day, there's nothing like sitting in your favorite chair. Isn't it nice that your favorite chair will also be your best friend? Because I'm telling you, there's not gonna always be somebody there.
I think there might be a fight in the house. Somebody might argue, and become the favorite chair. They're going to really want to have this in their home.
Right.
And what's wonderful is, I don't know if you've noticed a lot of the commercials with some of the bath tubs that you can have installed in your home.
Yeah.
Often we're bringing in those bathtubs and those fitted tubs. They're
Right.
very, very expensive. Getting a massage 3-4 times, that's the cost of this chair.
Yeah.
Very expensive. Now I can have something that is a lovely piece of furniture, that lovely side chair or recliner that I was looking for my home anyway, but that it also lifts, that's going to help a loved one, or if you're bringing it into your home because you just want those therapeutic benefits of the heat and the massage, that's really important. Yeah. Now, sometimes one of the things I was going to mention, even though it's been several years since I've had the back surgery, I still get a lot of tingling in my right foot, and sometimes I feel like I'm disturbing my husband, Troy. Wouldn't it be wonderful? I mean, in a perfect world, if we were kings and queens and had our separate bedrooms, that would be great, right? But if you're having an issue where you want to be able to sleep in the same room and for the same night, and so that your spouse can sleep comfortably, you could sleep in this chair. But because of the size, it's going to fit perfectly right next to your bed.
Gives you great support too for your head, from your head and your neck all the way down to your toes. It's going to give you lots of great support. There are now only 2 dozen left in the blue if you want the blue. Let's talk about, and I don't normally talk about these things but I really want to talk about the fact that you get it home for free shipping, because that's a really big deal. This is a substantial piece of furniture. It takes up, it's in a big, box of crate type thing. I mean, it's big. It costs $75 just for that. It's kind of like, if you're going to buy a mattress, don't ever buy a mattress unless they're going to deliver it for free. It's like a lot of times you get that, you go to a store like, oh, it's going to cost you another $75 to deliver. What? It's like, so the thing weighs 90 pounds. You sure as heck don't want to haul that in a truck yourself. So we're going to deliver it to you absolutely free. FlexPay is only $83.99. So, and then you remember VIP financing with an HSN credit card, $46.66. You have until midnight tonight to order it and get the FlexPay, the VIP, and the free shipping. So do it while you can.
And when this does arrive at your home, I want to explain to you exactly what you're going to see. You're going to open the box, and if you can do this yourself, wonderful, but I would recommend having your son, having your son-in-law, or your daughter or neighbor, because the back of the chair, it's just two pieces. It's the base, and then it is the back. And the back, it simply just slips
Slides
on.
in,
you can just slide the back part of the chair on, and then you'll see there are just 2 plugs, the top and the bottom, that just sort of meet.
Pre-done for you.
It's already, you just meet them together, just a little plug, and then you're gonna plug this into the wall.
That's the only other complicated part, is you have to take the plug and you have to put it in the wall.
If you want to call it complicated.
That's what you do.
But it is very easy to do.
Then once you
but
do
I didn't want you to be surprised.
Well, I'm afraid of. People are going to buy this. They're never going to get out of it. They're going to go anywhere. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, my chair is so comfortable. And you know what, though? Honestly, when you get to a certain age, in life, where you're retired and you spend a lot of time in your home, it makes good sense to have a really good bed, a great mattress, but to have a really good chair, because if we get older, you're not as active as you used to be, but you want to be more active. The problem with traditional recliners is you may not get up just because you can't. You may not get up because it's just too much work to get your butt out of the chair. This, again, will lift you up and get you to the position where all you need to do is step off of it and you're good to go. It's like the same thing, when people buy the little elevators for their stairwells, and a lot of people are building new houses and they're pricing out elevators for the house. It's all these ways that can help empower you. This is going to make your life a lot easier without looking like a therapeutic chair. It looks like a beautiful chair.
A lovely piece of furniture. It
acts like a beautiful chair and a beautiful piece of furniture. It has built-in massage. So that's another nice thing. Maybe at the end of the day, you just want a massage. All right, for a 75-year-old woman, you want to get out of your chair, get in a car, get dressed, do all this stuff, go to a massage place, deal with that whole experience, taking all your clothes off, all that. Or do you want to go and have a massage right here in the comfort of your
Who doesn't want
own?
this in their home? You work so hard every day. You deserve to feel pampered, to feel comforted in the privacy of your home. Why not? You need a lovely chair. Let it have heat and massage and lift you up.
All right, listen, I know you have a couple more presentations throughout the day if you make it that long. We are close to 1,400 of these already spoken for. Blue, a dozen left. If you want that blue, which is this color right here, I'll put it on Alexandra so you can see how that pretty blue, how pretty that blue is. This is pretty much last call on that. So grab it while you can. Wonderful job so much. You're wonderful. Thank you so much, Alexandra.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, yesterday,